Hey everybody, this is Jake with HookahDomain.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing Tonic's Exotic Watermelon. We want to first thank Tonic Tobacco for sending us out the sample of the watermelon flavor. Thank you, Samurai at Tonic. First we're going to talk a little bit about the cut on this particular shisha, the color and the texture. If you've ever had Tonic before, it's identical to every Tonic you've ever smoked. As far as the color, it's a brown, earthy color, almost a dark orange, kind of a bigger cut, larger cut, and as you can see there, it's basically going to be your typical Tonic cut. If you're thinking Star Buzz, real juicy, red, you know, wet, you're going to be surprised. It's actually very, very, very different from a Star Buzz or something like that. There are quite a few stems in a lot of the Tonics that we've reviewed. Nice bigger size pieces, which are easy to pick out. In my opinion, bigger stems are better than smaller stems. Easier to pick out and don't get as harsh as quick. As far as the smell, the Tonic watermelon reminds me a lot of the Alphaca watermelon. It smells like watermelon, but it has kind of a alcohol-y, kind of a vodka type smell to it that really kind of burns your nose when you take a sniff of it. And the same can actually be related to the way it actually tastes and smokes. It tastes like watermelon, but just like the newer batches of the Alphaca, it really kind of has a bite to the back of it. They advertise on the actual can, extra juicy flavor revives your thirst. That is very true. There's something about this flavor that just seems really juicy, very refreshing. And as far as out of all the watermelons I've smoked, this is actually one of the ones up there towards the top. My favorite watermelon is probably Star Buzz's watermelon. It's something that's very iconic of a watermelon flavor, and something that I actually pick up on a regular basis, and it's one of my regular smokes. So let's go ahead and take a few hits and talk a little bit about the taste of the Tonic Exotic Watermelon. The taste is just very, very, very crisp, very juicy, but it does have that bite that hits the back of your throat, which a lot of people like. And I can kind of relate this to like the Menage a Trois from Sinbad, where we talked about the bite that it really kind of gives you in the back of your throat, and you kind of feel in your nose kind of burning a little bit. It's not a bad thing. It just kind of has that kind of citrus type feeling to it. Take another drag for you. But you can definitely taste the watermelon. Think of like a bubblicious bubble gum. The watermelon flavor, it does actually have a very, very strong fruity watermelon taste. Our setup, we're smoking out of the Mia hookah. We have a funnel bowl, 3 coconut coals, and we're smoking out of actually a Razan Sultan hose, courtesy of Chronic Hookah. We are using aluminum foil as the actual screen, and the coals have been going for just a few moments, so it's still kind of getting going. As you can see, when I was taking those first hits, this is not putting out really big puffy clouds. I'll take a really quick drag for you just to kind of display the cloud size for you. Just very full clouds. Usually with Tonic, to be honest with you, I really don't get very good clouds. It could be the way I'm setting up my hookah or different reasons, but Tonic, I'm not always very, very, very pleased with the clouds. For some reason, this setup and with this particular flavor and this smoke, I'm getting huge, massive clouds. Again, I'm smoking out of a Mia hookah, octagon hookah, and I think that could have a lot to do with it. In the past, I've smoked out of just Egyptian hookahs, rotator and whatnot, and I've been very disappointed. But I think this could actually be a turn, in my opinion, on Tonic Tobacco. These clouds are very, very thick, very full, and very, very flavorful. As far as longevity goes, I've smoked Tonic for sometimes up to an hour, hour and a half long, before it starts to get actually really harsh and unsmokable. For right now, we've been smoking this bowl for about 15 to 20 minutes. The coals are still very hot. The coals could have cooked a little longer. They are a little black on bottom, but we were anxious to get this smoking and get our shisha fix. As far as a buzz goes, no buzz at all. I've gotten a buzz from smoking the Tonic Watermelon before. especially early in the morning without food in my stomach or without proper, beverages or whatever. But there is a buzz that can be, it depends on, you and your food and your air and your liquid intake. But for the most part right now, no buzz. As far as an overall scale on the Tonic Exotic Watermelon, it's definitely up there with the best of the watermelons out there on the market. Me having smoked 10 different watermelon flavors in my 8 years of smoking tobacco, hookah tobacco, this is actually probably the top 3 after Alphacular and Starbuzz. On a 1 to 10 scale, we're going to have to give the Exotic Watermelon from Tonic an 8.9 out of 10. It's a very solid flavor. There are others from Tonic that I would recommend over the watermelon, but if you are looking for a very solid watermelon flavor, the Tonic Exotic Watermelon really cannot be missed. I'll take one more quick drag for you, and then we will go ahead and end the video. Beautiful. Just a quick reminder also, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube account already, my YouTube account, which is Shoreside Jake, go ahead and do that. Every 90 days, courtesy of Mia Sarai, we're going to be giving away a Mia Hookah. Random hookah from Mia every 90 days, which is 3 months, to a random subscriber. Could be, Colossus, Obelisk, QT, big hookah, small hookah, random color, but you're getting a free hookah nonetheless just for subscribing. If you've already subscribed, have your friends subscribe. This is just a token of our appreciation, just to thank you for being a part of HookahDomain as well as our YouTube channel. But until next time, this has been Jake with HookahDomain.com reviewing Tonic's Exotic Watermelon. Again, I want to thank Tonic for sending us out the sample. And until next time, you guys keep smoking.